Do you know how easy it is to feel like you're going fucking insane? Like, um, pretty fucking easy apparently, because that's what I'm learning this entire week. um, just, I, I'm losing grip with reality, which is not good, because my dissociation is like, hello, bitch, and I'm just like, no, frick off, please, and just like, no, we're just gonna, like, come in all the time, like, during class, who cares, like, while you're walking to, like, anywhere, fine, totally fine, like, just happen, and, like, I don't know where I am, like, in the middle of walking, like, that's totally fine, like, like, sitting in a car while someone's driving and just, like, ended up, like, walking up the stairs and was like, what, how the fuck did I get here? Like, I don't remember. Like, okay, fun. And then what pushed the full fucking limit today was at dinner when I was literally, like, having, like, a really bad dissociation episode. Because, like, I didn't realize I was having it. So, like, it was just a continuous flow. Like, I would, like, have, like, a few minute intervals of, like, normalcy. I say that very vaguely, whatever. But, like, the majority of the time for, like, pretty much, like, half the day, like, I was dissociating, like, consistently. Like, and for long periods of time. Like, it got to the point where even my dad was noticing, which is literally impossible for him to notice anything about me. And he was noticing that I was dissociating, which says a lot. Because, like, he kept being like, yo, zombie girl, like, you waking up? And I was just kind of like, what? Like, I didn't, like, was not there. And, like, the minute, like, Mike, came, like, because Dad dropped me off, I don't know, how to, okay. Ugh. I don't even know where to start the story, because, to be honest, I don't even remember where this all even fucking started. Let's start with Tuesday, I guess. So, Tuesday, I had a dentist appointment scheduled by my dad because, like, I needed a scheduled tooth cleaning, and, like, I just didn't have one for a long time, like, over a year, which you're supposed to have one every 6 months, so not good. So, like, Dad was like, you're gonna get a tooth cleaning, and I was like, okay, cool, fine. I actually really liked teeth cleaning, like, you know, at the dentist, which is really weird because most people freaking hate it. I actually really like the dentist. Well, maybe like is a strong word for it, but, like, I enjoy the after effects of dentistry. You get my point, okay? Anyways, thank you, traffic. Okay, anyways, what was I saying? Dentistry, right? Okay, I like the after effects of dentistry, and because I like to make my mouth seem clean, whatever, and man, this is hard. This is so hard. But anyway, so I got my teeth cleaned, and then afterwards, like, the dentist was like, hey, you have, like, 3 fucking cavities. Like, hello, bitch. Like, take care of your damn teeth. And I was like, oh, okay, thanks. Obviously, he didn't say it in those words, because, like, you know, I'm paraphrasing, because I shorten things a lot and tend to use vulgar language, because, you know, I'm a teenager. That's what I do. And so, he didn't say that exactly, but he did say that I had 3 cavities, and was like, hey, you need to come back tomorrow. And I was like, great, I'm gonna miss another day of school. Because this dentist, my dad is so ridiculous. Like, I love my dad, but, like, he's so ridiculous. Like, he has this dentist friend of his from the military that he goes to for all of his dentist appointments or whatever. And, like, in tune my dentist appointment. Excuse me. And so, like, anytime I go to the dentist, like, I go to him. But the problem with him is that he's, like, literally, like, a long while away. Like, he is super far away. Like, he's, like, 30 minutes at best. Like, that's with, like, minimal traffic. Like, at worst, like 2 hours maybe. Like, he's really far away, okay? And my dad just really loves, like, to be with him. So, like, he takes us all the way out there. So, like, I missed all of Tuesday. And then I missed all of Wednesday of school, too, because my dentist lived all the way out there. And I was kind of like, this is not great. Like, I love that dentist. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love that dentist and I love my dad. But, like, also, like, it's really, like, no. You could have scheduled it for the weekend. Or after school, at least. Like, not in the morning. In the morning, like, I have school. And it takes so long that, like, I don't know. Like, it was just, so we had 2 weeks cut out of my school year, week, Angela, wow, let's not push it. And then today, which is Thursday, right? It's Thursday, right? Right, it's Thursday. Yeah, today's Thursday. So, yeah, today's Thursday. Okay. I've been saying that today's Thursday like 5 times already. Jesus Christ. Okay. So today's Thursday. God damn it. Fuck me, dude. Okay. No. I mean, today's the... No. We're not saying that again. Okay. So, since today is Thursday, I went to my therapy appointment because I have a therapy appointment like every Thursday pretty much. Or every other Thursday, pretty much. And, so I went to my therapist today, and, like, honestly, it was really helpful. Like, I really enjoyed that session. Like, I got a lot off my chest, and, like, we worked through a lot, but, like, that a lot in that moment, like, was replaced by a million. Like, literally, the minute I stepped out that door, like, a million new problems resurfaced. And I kind of just wanted to turn around and be like, bitch, can we prolong this session? Like, I'm dying here. But life doesn't work that way, and you only get 45 minutes. Which is not nearly enough time. Like, Kaiser needs to work on that, sweetie. Like, 45 minutes is not enough time, sweetie. Like, Jesus. Like, no. So, but we did work through a lot of things, and, like, I just really... like, enjoyed that session, which made it all the more complicated for me because my life is extremely confusing right now. Like, along with in the beginning when I was just talking about, like, I've had, like, today has been my worst episode of dissociation that I can remember in a long-ass time. And, like, just this whole week in general has been extremely hectic. And, like, just crazy. Like, I mean, I explained it to you guys, and it doesn't sound like a lot, but to me, it felt like so much because I had the stress of, like, missing 3 days of school, pretty much. Well, no. 2 whole days of school, and then half a day of school. And then, like, that's, like, a lot of stress. Like, and then, like my dad is a new stressor, and, like... how do I even get in with my dad? Like, just... I think part of it, though, is, like, I'm so used to, like, the routine of going to school, suffer through a giant crowd of people, suffer through trying your hardest to focus when it's, like, literally impossible for me to focus on anything for more than 5 seconds at a time. Like, it's so hard. Like, it is, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's... literally, I'm either, like, focusing on something for, like, 10 seconds and bored, or, like, I'm focusing on something so much that, like, it literally just becomes, like, absent. Like, you know, like, it's literally, like, say, like, I'm so bored or something, or, like, I'm just focusing on something so much that, like, it just becomes, like, an object that I'm focusing on. It doesn't become, like, something that's absorbing my attention for, like, a purpose. It's just something that I'm staring at, or... focusing on but not really paying attention to, you know what I mean? Like, it's just I don't know how else to explain it other than that. And it's, like, really hard. And, like, along with that, like, I have all these, like, new stressors that just keep, like, rolling past. I'm just like, boo, can we maybe not? Like, but I'm so used to the routine of just going through school, like, trying my hardest to focus in class, trying my hardest to handle, like, a giant crowd of people all the time, like, constantly around me, which is not great. Like, I freaking hate it so much. And then also handling, like, the having to, like, keep up conversation with friends and, like, act like you fucking care, because I'm sorry, but, like, I really truly just don't care. Like, I'm going through too much shit right now to care about, oh, this character in my book is really amazing. Like, I'm, like, that's great, sweetie, but, like, I don't care. Like, I feel like there's nothing that I care about anymore. Like, I used to love reading. Like, it's hard to get me to read one word now. Like, I used to love eating. Like, I used to, like, eating used to, be, like, consume, like, 50% of my day. Now, sometimes even the thought of eating, like, makes me feel disgusted. Like, makes me feel, like, I don't know, like, queasy almost. Like, it's so weird. And then, like, I've already talked about this, but I have, like, this huge fucking writer's block, and I can't do shit with it. And, like, it's so hard. Like, I feel like anything that I somewhat enjoy, like, my body's just kind of like, or my mind is just kind of like, no, you're not allowed to do that. Like, you can't do that. Like, it's not possible for you because you've done all of this shit that's wrong. Like, you yourself are wrong, or, like, you are a bad person, so you, therefore, can't do this. Like, blah, 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 all these negative things that, like, I'm learning are not true, and I've been telling myself for so long, but they're not true. And it's so hard to, like, retrain your brain that, like, no, these aren't fucking real thoughts. They're fake. They're just in there because you've had people in your life who are fucking toxic and are putting these negative thoughts inside you and just, like, making you think of them multiple times over and over and over. Sometimes it feels like I'm hearing them infinitely, like, every second of every day. Like, I just hear it all the time. And it's like, okay, am I gonna get a break? And then even getting a break, like, a small moment of joy is, like, 10 seconds later, it's, like, covered and coated, and, like, I feel like guilt just, like, rips it apart and is like, no, this moment of joy is ruined now because you feel guilty over it because you're not allowed to feel joy. Like, it's so stupid. Like, it's so stupid. And then, like, we're not even beginning to talk about the dissociation, which is, like, so disorienting, but it's becoming the norm. And it's like maybe it's been the norm my entire life, because, like, I haven't really noticed it until recently, and, like, have been picketing it. But then even, like, today, like, I didn't even realize I was dissociating until my uncle pointed it out to me. Because, like, pretty much, like I said, like, half the day I've been dissociating and, like, not even realizing I'm doing it. Like, I'll just be sitting in the car and just staring off at the sunset and just being like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, I'm just kind of tired. Or, like, somebody, like, my dad was talking to me a lot, and, like, I was not processing anything he was saying. Like, it wasn't even that I was thinking of something else. It was literally that my mind and my mind was just not there. Like, I wasn't present. Like, I felt like I could hear things, but, like, they just weren't, like, this processing. Like, it was so weird. Like, and that's what it's like. Nothing feels real. Like, you're experiencing everything, like, in a warped reality. Like, you don't even feel like you're experiencing things. And, like, you don't even remember the experiences because you weren't there, you know? And, it's really scary because, like, afterwards, or when you have, like, these little snippets of reality, like, people will point it out to you. Like, my uncle, he knows the signs, so he's, like, pointing it out to me, and I'm just like, what, really? Like, what? I didn't even realize. And he was like, yeah, you're dissociating. And he was like, and I think I finally figured out why this week has been so fucking bad for me. Like, with my dad, like, my dad's, like, such a freaking social person. He, like, loves the attention. He loves people. Like, he loves shopping. He loves being with me. He loves being around people that he likes. He loves just being with people. I'm, like, the complete opposite. And, like, I'm so, like, good. This is not a good thing to be good at. But, like, I'm so good at, like, hiding, like, all of my, like, negative things. Like, you can see my negativity. Like, I literally sometimes feel like I'm just, like, a rolling black cloud. And, like, people are like, oh, yeah, there goes Angela. Like, rolling her way downtown. Like, fuck. And, but, like, they don't know why. Because I'm so, like, skilled at hiding it. Because I've had years of practice, like, pretty much my entire life. From the age of 7, I've had to hide my life, my issues. Like, I've had to do that because it was the only way for me to protect myself and my family. Like, that was the only way that we could protect each other. Like, that was life. That was survival. And so, like, I'm really, like, good at it, which is not a good thing to be good at, okay? I'm just telling you from the start right now, like, you should not be good at hiding things like that about yourself. Like, you need to talk about it. Like, you need to, like, freaking, like, just, no. So, like, so my dad doesn't know me well enough to, like, detect it, like, at all. So, like, he doesn't know the first thing about any of it. At all. Like, at all. All he knows, or all he thinks he knows, is that I was raped when I was really younger and I have suppressed PTSD. That doesn't even scrape the top of the barrel, buddy. Like, that does not even touch the surface. That's like hovering. Like, that's like there's this giant deep barrel of my emotions, and it's like, it appears to be clear, but it's literally like black oily liquid that's like disgusting and like repulsive, and like that is my life, and like all you see is this like shiny black surface, and are like, oh, that's it, like that's fine, but underneath is like this bubbling, like disgusting mass, and like he can't see it. Nobody can see it pretty much unless I talk about it. And, like, I'm not that accustomed to talking about it, especially in person. Like, if I even start to talk about this kind of shit in person, like, you bet your ass I'm gonna be fucking crying, dude. Like, no. Like, oh, it's not great, okay? And, but because of that, like, I have this, like, thing where, like, I start dissociating, but, like, I don't talk about it because, like, I'm just kind of like, it's not a big deal, or I didn't even notice it. And, like, I don't know. So this whole week I've been realizing that I've been dissociating, like, consistently, and it's because, like, my dad's been in my life, and which is somewhat of a good thing, but also mostly a bad thing, because he brings a new wave of anxiety, a new wave of fear, a new wave of stress. Plus, for the 3 days that I went to my doctor's appointments, he had me sleeping at the house that I was raped in. Do I need to talk about how that's a problem? Like, I freaking hate that house. Like, it's gotten to the point where I can tolerate it, but tolerate is as much as I can handle. Like, I hate that house with a burning passion. Like, so much. Like, I freaking hate what it stands for. Like, every single room in that house has a bad memory with it. Like, sometimes, like, if I'm alone, like, I'll literally hear his voice, which really freaking flips me out, because that is the one place that he consistently haunts me. Like, he hasn't haunted me for, like hallucination-wise, like, in a fucking long time. But, like, whenever I'm in that house, it's, like, fucking, like, hello, welcome back, sweetie. Like, I'm just like, no, please stop. Like, no. Like, I've freaking, like, almost had panic attacks in the house. And, like, been quiet about it so, like, nobody notices. But, like, also, like, not okay, man. And, like, dad just thinks it's chill because I'm pretending that it's okay. And, like, I really need to, like, learn to stand up for myself because, like, it's not okay to just, like, suffer through it because, like, you think that your parent can handle it. Like, if they can't handle it, then they can get the fuck out of your life. And I love when I'm preaching because I don't even apply it to my own life. I'm just telling you what you should do because I'm not doing it and I should be doing it, but, like, I'm fucking coward, so good job. Anyways, so I think the reason why I've been, like, dissociating so much is that I've been in that house at night for 3 nights, which has not been great for my mental state. Let's put it that way. I've been out, like, a lot. Like, I'm used to having at least some time alone. Sorry, my grandma called me. I literally just, like, don't remember what I was saying. Oh, but I'm, like, used to, like, some time alone because, like, it grounds me. Like, I need time alone, not in a traumatic space. Like, I need time alone in, like, a space where, like, I can call my own, not a space that I associate with someone who would really negative impact in my life. Like, no. So, even though I technically did have my alone time this week, like, it was in a dark house with horrible memories. No. Like, that's not alone time to me. That's horror time. Like, and, so, like, this whole week, like, I've been not having alone time because, like, my dad's been taking me to the doctor's office, or he's been shopping with me, or he's been, like, hey, let's spend time together, let's do this, let's do that, and, like, taking me all these, like, busy places, and, like, I might be used to, like, 6 hours of busyness from, like, school, but, like, at least that has, like, a little bit of routine to it, whereas my dad just literally, like, just randomly takes me somewhere, and my body's like, what? And, like, I don't realize the signs my body's telling me because I'm, like, so good at suppressing, like, these, like, fears and emotions, I guess, because I've, like, known it for, like, survival or whatever. Like, I've been so good at, like, just pushing it down, like, not even realizing that I'm pushing it down. And, or I do, and I'm just kind of like, whatever, it's not a big deal. And, so, like, this whole week I've been kind of suppressing it and dissociating and not even realizing I'm dissociating. Like, so this whole week has been hell, basically. And this whole cause of that hell that I can come up with is my dad. And it's not even his fault. Like, it's mine for not telling him about anything. Like, I just don't have the courage to tell him anything yet. And it's really hard because, like, I don't know how, you know? Like, it's so hard to know where to begin. And then, like, literally, he's kind of like me. He has a short attention span. So, like, how the fuck am I going to fit, like, a lifetime's worth of pain in, like, 10 minutes? Because that's the attention span he has for me sometimes. And, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, and my uncle was kind of upset with me because he, like, noticed that I was dissociating and how, like, drastic it was. Because literally today, like, at dinner, like, I was literally, like, it was not okay. Because, like, I was dissociating so badly that, like, I was doing things that, like, weren't sensible. Like, I was, like, just doing things that, like, I know how to do. But, like, I was doing them wrong because I wasn't there, you know what I mean? Like, I was even, like, holding a plate of chicken, and I, like, just flat out dropped it. Like, literally no context at all, just dropped it. And, like, that doesn't happen when I'm, like, present. Like, you know, like, I don't just randomly be like, oh, yeah, let's just drop a piece of chicken on the floor. Like, totally makes sense. Like, no, like, nobody does that. So, like, it was clear that I wasn't there, you know? And it became even more present when, like, literally started talking to me about my dissociation, and I don't know, my body's gut reflex was to, like, literally laugh in his fucking face. Like, I was hysterically laughing for, like, 10 minutes. Like, I mean, that's still not the longest that I've hysterically laughed, but, like, it was a decent amount of time, and, like, I actually started crying in the middle of the hysterical laughter, too. So, like, that's great. Like, fucking, like, have your dissociation and fuck some shit up and then start giggling and crying about it. Like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, so, luckily my grandma, like, has dementia, so she, like, didn't care. Like, she didn't know what the fuck to do, so she was kind of like, ha ha ha, here's some tissues. And, like, my uncle, like, has experience with dissociation, so he's just kind of, like, letting me, like, have it out, you know? But he was kind of upset with me, and you could tell, because he knew that this dissociation was preventable. Like, he knew that I knew how to work around it somewhat. Like, I have, like, I have barriers that I set up intentionally so that I don't have as many breakdowns or I don't dissociate as much as I can. And I don't even realize that I'm doing it. I just do it because it makes me feel more comfortable. But, like, I didn't realize that I was doing it, which I guess is a good thing that I'm doing it, but a bad thing that I'm not realizing I'm doing it. And and with my dad around, like, I'm such a, like, literally, I'm such a people pleaser, especially with my dad, because I feel like, I don't know, like, I just feel like I need to be there for him, even though he's never been there for me. I don't know. And, I guess in some ways I feel guilty because I feel like my entire life, like, none of them have been there for me. Like, I've never really once had, like, a true parental figure. And I have two parents who are delusional and think they were parental figures, but they really weren't. And then I have my uncle who literally just came into my life and is the only one who's making somewhat sense in my chaotic life. My grandma has dementia. I don't know if I'm a credible, like, way to, like, live anymore. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm terrified. Because, like, I do things like I did today. And then my mom, like, is 10 times worse than I am. And my dad is just completely, like, disillusioned and doesn't care or doesn't know about anything. And, like, it's insane. Like, I literally feel like I don't have anybody. Like, I feel like I don't know what to do. Because sometimes, like, my dad and my uncle fight constantly. They bicker, they argue, like, la 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 la. And, like, they both share the same story, but it has such drastically different points that it literally feels like it's like Fox versus CNN or something like that, which I don't even know if they're, like, opposing, like, news sources. I'm just guessing because, like, I literally do not watch the news for this exact reason because it confuses the shit out of me. Like, who the fuck cares about politics except for Trump because he's a fucking idiot. But anyways, what was I saying? Wow. Okay. Oh, goddamn. Great. Okay. Well, just totally gone. Really? You just... Okay. It's just completely gone. Like, it's just gone. Like, wow, cool. I don't have... Cool. So fun. Love dissociation. Like, that wasn't even really dissociation, I don't think. Like, I just literally just didn't remember. Honestly, like, I can't even, it's kind of like the analogy, like, you don't, if you're crazy, you don't think that you're crazy kind of thing, because, like, when I'm dissociating, or even after I've dissociated, like, I've suppressed it, or, like, just, it's become so normal for me that I don't even really notice it until someone points it out, and most people don't notice it. They just think I'm being ditzy, or stupid, or weird, or just my usual, like, goofy self, or they think, like, I'm playing it up intentionally, like, being goofy and, like, forgetful and dorky, and I'm just like, I'm actually not, like, it's actually, like, really, like, bad. And, yeah, like, so most people, like, don't notice it, but, like, I'm kind of grateful because, like, I have my uncle who, like, knows the signs, and so he knows, like, when to bark at me and be like, hey, you're having a moment here. Like, you need, like, help. Like, because he knows I know how to, like, do some things to help it a little bit, because, like, you really can't do much while you're dissociating or even afterwards, like you can just kind of be like, well, I mean, if you start realizing it, like that helps a lot actually. I mean, it's also extremely terrifying, but like it also kind of helps because there are a lot less like blackouts. Like it's almost like when you identify it and like you know what triggers it, like you can help like recognize it and like just become more normal with the fact that like it happens and like it's okay, instead of like freaking out when you like black out or when you like have moments where like you feel really stupid because like it's something that you know how to do but like you don't do it because you can't do it or something like that, and like it's just really disorienting and scary. But it's also like a part of life that you have to accept when you have dissociation like I do. So, but the problem with it is that it's such a warped like thing that it's really hard for you to like really like adapt. Well, no, it's not hard to adapt. It's like really hard to like realitize. Is that a word? I don't know. Like, you know, like face reality and like understand what's happening and what's not happening. And so like sometimes like I'll get in a really negative spot where like I'm just kind of like I have all these fears running through my head, and sometimes it gets so bad that I literally like memorize remember something completely differently than how it actually happened. So like say something negative happened to me and like, or like say something positive happened to me, but then my insecurities like build it up to the point where like she was only being positive towards me, and this situation was only positive because of this, this, and this. It wasn't actually you, and like you're still sucky, and like blah 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 blah. And then it just makes things worse, and it's just continuously. It just gets worse, and like nothing feels like good anymore. Like it's really weird. I don't know how to explain it, and also this video is almost ending, but I really want to talk more about it, but like I'm out of time, so I might make a video tomorrow. Like I don't honestly know. Like depends on me and my time and what the fuck I'm going through. So yeah, I don't know. But hopefully tomorrow. If not, I'll let you know. I mean, I won't let you know because like I don't know how to do that, but like whatever. If not, I'll upload later. Yeah. Okay, anyways, goodbye.